So here's what I'm watching for tomorrow, October 30th, a fresh start of Monday, and then next day after that is going to be a fresh month for the new month of October. So let's get right into it, guys, and let's show you guys exactly what I'm looking at. I'm already bearish on the market, and I'll show you why. So here's the S&P 500s, and as you guys can see, if you guys just grab this very simple long wick to the downside, connect all the wicks as best as you could. Maybe I can even do a little bit of a better one, something like that. Overall, we're losing this trend. So what I would like to see tomorrow for SPY is potentially for us to retest this trend and break on continuation down. But if we don't and we end up breaking above, then my whole trade idea for this week kind of just goes down the drain because I'm looking for shorts this week. I'm looking for puts on Google and SPY and a couple other stocks like AMD. But let's get right into it, guys. So already off the bat, I most likely won't be trading SPY tomorrow because I have no levels in this general area. But overall, SPY does look pretty weak. Now let's go into a nice setup on Google because Google actually is calling my name, guys. Let me show you guys why. Google looks ready to drop here for tomorrow, and let's talk about it, guys. If you guys grab these wicks and grab a nice support area in this general area, you guys can see every time we have a nice reaction in this general area. I love this, and I actually grabbed this zone from a couple weeks ago back, and it's still playing out nicely. So here we are on the daily time frame on Google, and you guys can see, look at the buyer volume. It's really weak. Sellers are kind of stepping in as well, but ultimately long wick to the upside. Another reject potential because last time we came here we rejected as well. Long wick to the upside as well. So overall, I'm watching puts for tomorrow on Google. I'm excited and I can't wait. It does look ready to drop here on the daily at least, but the only concerning thing that kind of contradicts it a tad bit is, guys, look at this. We have a little bit of almost like a cup and handle forming, but the cup is just formed so far. You guys can see a little bit of a cup here. We haven't got the handle yet, but what I would like to see is us to come to retest this general area, and maybe I might slap some puts here for tomorrow and just risk it for the biscuit, because what I am expecting is us to just retest this zone and drop for tomorrow. So I am going to put my money where my mouth is, to be honest. Google contracts are pretty cheap, fairly cheap, less than $100 at most, and if anything, I'll just enter one contract for like 120. I'm not a swinger, so I most likely won't swing it, but ultimately by tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday, it looks like it's going to have a nice bearish candle, and I'll update this on the next video for the trade ideas, and we'll see what it does. But ultimately, Google looks so ready to drop, and I cannot wait to take puts on Google tomorrow. I'm not going to take it right away, guys. So if you're watching this video, we got to wait to see who's here first. We got to wait, give the market 15 minutes to let people reposition themselves from Friday and get out of their positions or buy some more positions or whatever the case is. Just we got to wait and let the market do its thing for the first 15 to 30 minutes, and then we'll enter a position, because first we want to see these areas get rejected and retested as well. So for an example, tomorrow on Google, like I just mentioned, I want to see some rejects around this general area, and I don't want us to climb above in this zone or even climb above the zone, because then we'll just form that cup and handle, and it's most likely going to break to the upside. So what I am looking for is a position to the downside, higher the time frame, the stronger the move, and so far the daily looks pretty weak. So with that being said, I want a reject around this general area, and then I'll enter some puts. So don't take puts tomorrow right at open just because I'm saying that it looks bearish. You never know what can happen. Now, of course, another stock that I'm looking at is obviously Nvidia, because I love trading Nvidia, AMD, SPY, and that's pretty much all I like to watch as well, because those are the main market movers for me, and they pay nicely. So if you grab this high of this wick right here and connect it to the most recent high wick, you guys can see we actually just recently rejected that general area, and I didn't even catch that recently this week. But ultimately, we were able to catch some nice gains on Nvidia, guys. We made 312 on Friday, guys. Come on, do not miss out on the Discord, because guess what, guys? We literally called this happening. Look at this 1 hour time frame on Nvidia, and it did exactly what I said it was gonna do. Literally, look at this to the T, and I'll tell you guys why in a second. But look at this. So this is what it did. I have a puts below this 121.8 area, and if you look at the trade idea, I literally drew it out. But that's really not that important. The most important part is the fact that you understand the technical analysis behind it, because I was already bearish on the stock. Plus, we have a nice head and shoulders pattern, and I know a lot of people don't like patterns as much, but since I was already bearish and then you have a head and shoulders pattern, come on, man. I'm very confident in puts. So I already took puts on Friday. Got paid nicely. I said anything below the zone is looking like some nice juicy puts. We also had a head and shoulders, and you guys can see on the trade idea tab, I even said Nvidia looks weak on the daily and the 4 hour. Would love to enter puts below this nice solid level, which has 3 points, solid touches, even creating a small heady shoulder. And the level that was 121.80. Because if you guys zoom out a tad bit, I know this is kind of looking a little crazy, but this high right here is literally that same exact level, as well as this high right here, even this candle high right here, and it's also even the low of Thursday, guys. So come on, there's literally 3 points on that bad boy. Every single reason to add that as a level for potential break to the downside, since we're already bearish, and that's exactly what happened. And guess what? I entered puts on the break and retest. Break and retest is by far the most best strategy, and it's been paying me nicely. So I took puts there, entered puts there, and got paid 312 on the day on a Friday, guys. Good way to close the week. All I'm looking for on Nvidia is puts below the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level, which is 119.68. So 119.68, anything below that, guys, I'm entering shorts. Or if you want to be safe, create a level of yesterday's low or Friday's lows, mark that off, and take puts below that as well. But ultimately, I am most likely going to take puts below that 61.8% Fibonacci retracement, especially if I can get a 4-hour candle close in the pre-market below these levels. So if I can get a single 4-hour candle close below 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level, guys, guaranteed I'm going to be confident in puts. If we don't get any closes below that on the 4-hour time frame, then I won't be as confident, but I still will be looking for shorts below, because you guys can see already on Friday we actually closed below it with massive amounts of seller volume, but we didn't hold it. So if I was to try to take a retest entry on a lower time frame like the 3-minute, 1-minute, I would have got wrecked. So I am going to be looking for a 4-hour close in the pre-market below that level, and if we don't get it, then we just don't get it, because there's other trade ideas that I love to take, which is also AMD. So let's get on to AMD, guys, and let's do a quick recap on Nvidia. Overall, it's just the fact that I am going to take puts below this level. As you can see on the hourly time frame, we getting some nice bounces here, long wicks to the downside. So I love this idea right here for Nvidia. And like I said, like I keep mentioning, if we can get a 4-hour candle close below in the pre-market, I'll be super confident that we're most likely going to break below that level and on down to the 50% retracement level as well. So AMD on the higher time frame, specifically on the daily, looks real solid, guys. And let's also talk about that one level that we plan on taking calls above and how it also just rejected that level, which is perfect, guys. We love to see some perfect technical analysis levels get rejected or respected, and ultimately that high of yesterday level, which I'll show you guys on lower time frame here in a second. But before we even get on that, guys, on the daily time frame, it looks like it's ready to drop here even some more. Now I know we already have a massive sell-off candle, but that's also bearish engulfing. Market looks ready to drop. SPY looks ready to drop. Google also looks ready to drop. Come on, guys. Nvidia also as well rejected that nice trend line on the 4-hour. And here we are on the daily time frame of AMD, and it also looks weak as well. Now this one, I have a put level below 163.72, and I'll show you guys how I got that in a second. But ultimately, it looks so ready to drop, create some new lower lows, and that's where I would love to take puts at. Maybe even target 160.65, which is only a $3 drop. And ultimately, that will pay us nicely on some option contracts. So that's what I'm looking for on AMD, and let's talk about how I got that level. So not only is that level also the low of Friday, which is the lowest point that Friday got to, but if you kind of zoom out on the hourly time frame, and it is kind of a far stretch, that we also touched that level right here, guys, and it shows right there the highest point that it got to, 163.72. So 163.72 is a level that AMD recently hit a high point and rejected down to the downside, and here we are. That level is also the low of yesterday, which is just 2 cents off, because the low of yesterday or the low of Friday was 163.74. So I just decided to use the most recent high point and use that as a level. Anything below that, I'm taking shorts guaranteed, guys. So we have basically just 2 cents difference, but a nice point of reactions here. Nice support level that can get broken. If we start consolidating on that level or creating some support candles like bullish engulfings or just in general hammer candlesticks, then we will be cautious. But ultimately, guys, I'm going to look for a break below with the break and retest, and that has been paying me so nicely. And guys, we've been going nonstop with the YouTube live trades, and I hope you guys are grabbing some great knowledge from them, because I'm breaking down exactly why I'm even entering them. And break and retest strategy has been paying me the most, guys. So don't miss out on all this stuff. I'm dropping sauce every single day in my Discord. Guys, if you're somebody that's struggling to become a profitable trader, then you need to join the Discord for only $50 a month, and you gain all this knowledge as far as technical analysis, how to read candlesticks, and how to also spot these specific levels that I'm also dropping here as knowledge and giving you guys here for free. But I drop it every single day in the trade ideas tab, as well as I constantly create videos and update the educational service tab so that you guys can learn. And we'll also even start doing some live lectures, which is going to be fun and great, and people can ask questions live. But not only that, on top of all that, guys, I'm giving you guys fundamental analysis information as far as when Jerome Powell's speaking, the fundamental economic news reports that actually affect the stock market as well, because at 7 a.m. there's going to be a news report that usually affects the market. And ultimately, guys, you guys need to not miss out. If you're somebody that wants to be a profitable trader and understand the success behind how to become a good profitable trader, then you need to join the Discord, guys, for only $50 a month. And I hope to see you in there. But that wraps up today's video. We're going to update this video probably on Wednesday to show you guys exactly what had happened with Google, Nvidia, AMD, and maybe even SPY as well. I hope you guys had a blessed, awesome Sunday. We're finally free. We quit our job. We're no longer working, guys, and that's what I'm talking about. If you guys want to be a profitable, successful trader as well, then guys, freaking join the link. The link is in the bio for only $50 a month, and you guys can also be hopefully part of it like me, where you guys can finally quit your job and solely rely on trading. So hope to see you guys in the trade zone. Catch you guys on the next video.